Some stories begin with adventure, some with laughter, but this one begins with love. For thousands of years, cows have walked beside us. They were more than animals, they were family. When you stand near a cow, something happens. The world slows down. Her gentle eyes meet yours, and suddenly, life feels softer. The stress fades, the noise disappears, and you feel safe. Cows are not just creatures of the field. They are keepers of peace, symbols of patience, and quiet teachers of love. To love a cow is to understand calmness. To touch her soft face is to touch kindness itself. And to walk beside her is to walk with nature's heart. Tonight, we will take a journey together. A journey through stories of cows and the people who love them. Stories of children who found best friends in calves, farmers who discovered hope in their herd, and ordinary people like you and me who simply fell in love with the magic of cows. So sit back, open your heart, and let's begin this story of love, life, and cows. Cow Heart. When I was a child, I remember running through wide-open fields, chasing butterflies barefoot, with the sun on my face. But in that field, there was someone waiting for me every day, a cow named Daisy. She wasn't just an animal to me, she was my best friend. Every morning before school, I would run to her, wrap my arms around her warm neck, and whisper my little secrets. Daisy never spoke back, but somehow, she always listened. When I was sad, she stood close. When I cried, her big, gentle eyes seemed to understand. And when I laughed, she would nudge me softly with her nose, almost as if she was laughing too. Cows have this magic, this ability to connect without words. Their calm presence reminds us that love doesn't always need to be spoken. Sometimes it's just felt. Years passed, and life grew harder. I lost friends, faced challenges, and sometimes the world felt heavy. But Daisy was always there, waiting in the pasture, reminding me that no matter how stormy life became, peace could always be found by her side. One evening, as the sky turned golden, I leaned against Daisy and realized something. She wasn't just my friend. She was my safe place. The one being in this world who loved me without judgment, without conditions, without asking for anything in return. And that is what it means to be a cow lover. It's not about farms or fields. It's about finding a piece of your heart living inside those gentle souls. Because once you've truly loved a cow, you carry that love forever. Across the world, people share a bond with cows that goes far beyond farming or milk. It is a connection of trust, a friendship built on patience, kindness, and love. When you walk slowly toward a cow, she doesn't rush. She studies you with her big, soft eyes, as if asking, "Are you safe? Are you kind?" And when she decides you are, she lets you in. That moment of trust is pure magic. Cows are not loud or demanding. They don't beg for attention the way some animals do. Instead, they give you something far greater, a quiet companionship, a peaceful presence that feels like a gentle embrace. For farmers, cows are not just part of their work, they are part of their families. They know each cow by name, by personality, by the little quirks that make her unique. One may be shy, hiding behind the others. Another may be playful, nudging at your clothes. And another may simply stand tall and calm, watching over the herd like a protector. Children raised around cows often grow up learning patience and responsibility. They discover that love is not only about play, it's about care. It's about feeding, grooming, watching over, and respecting life in its gentlest form. There are stories of cows who saved their owners, standing bravely against danger. There are stories of cows who refused to leave the side of a farmer when he was ill. And countless stories of cows who simply stood beside someone during their hardest days, offering silent comfort no human words could provide. The bond between a human and a cow is something many will never understand, until they feel it themselves. It's not about how much they give us, but how deeply they teach us. They teach us patience, they teach us stillness, and most of all, they teach us unconditional love. Because once a cow trusts you, she gives her whole heart, and in return, she asks for only one thing: kindness. Every cow lover has a story. Some are small, some are life-changing, but all of them carry the same heartbeat of love. A child's story. There was a little girl named Emily. She lived in a quiet town where her parents often worked long hours. Emily felt lonely most of the time, but behind her house there was a pasture with a cow named Bella. Every day after school, Emily would run to Bella, sit on the grass, and talk about her day. Bella listened. She didn't judge, she didn't interrupt. She just stood there, warm and calm. Slowly, Emily's loneliness began to fade. For her, Bella wasn't just a cow. She was a best friend, a sister, and a safe place. A farmer's story. In another part of the world, an old farmer named John struggled to keep his farm alive. He had seen many hard years, but what kept him going was his herd of cows. Each morning, as the sun rose, he would walk into the barn, and the cows would greet him with gentle moos. He often said, "When everything else is uncertain, my cows remind me why I keep fighting." They were his family, his reason to wake up, his reason to believe that life could still be beautiful. A family's story. There was a family who had lost everything in a storm. Their house was damaged, their fields ruined, but their cow, Rosie, survived. In the darkest of days, Rosie became their light. She gave them milk to survive, warmth to hold on to, and most importantly, hope. The children would hug her tightly at night, whispering, "Thank you for staying with us." For that family, Rosie wasn't just a cow. She was a guardian angel in the shape of an animal. A story of nature. And then there are the countless untold stories that happen silently, in nature itself. A cow standing in a meadow, watching the sunset. A calf taking its first steps beside its mother. The sound of hooves softly pressing into the earth as the herd moves together. These are not stories written in books, but stories written in hearts. They remind us of the beauty of life, the rhythm of nature. There are moments in life when words fail, when sadness feels too heavy, and silence becomes our only language. In those moments, sometimes the only comfort we find is in the presence of a cow. Cows have a way of healing without trying. The warmth of their breath, the steady rhythm of their heartbeat, the calm look in their eyes. It all works like medicine for a tired soul. Many people who struggle with stress, loneliness, or even deep grief have found peace simply by sitting beside a cow. No therapy, no words, just presence. There's a story of a man who lost his wife and couldn't find joy in anything. He would sit for hours in silence, feeling empty. But one day, he wandered into a pasture and sat near a cow. She stood quietly, then slowly lay down beside him. For the first time in months, he felt warmth again. He felt life again. That cow gave him what no human could at that moment: comfort without expectations. It's not magic, it's love. Pure, unconditional love that cows carry within them. Even children with anxiety or fear often find calmness near cows. Stroking their soft fur, listening to their gentle sounds, watching them graze slowly. It reminds us that life doesn't need to move so fast, that it's okay to breathe, to pause, to simply exist. And sometimes, cows even heal in ways we don't fully understand. Their energy, their presence, their spirit. It's like they carry a piece of nature's heart inside them. And when they share it with us, we feel whole again. To be a cow lover is not just to admire their beauty. It is to know their gift, the gift of healing, of peace, of love, so quiet yet so powerful. It changes you. And maybe that's why, once a cow touches your heart, life never feels the same again. Here. As our journey comes to an end tonight, let us carry one truth in our hearts. Cows are not just animals of the field. They are bridges, connecting us to love, to peace, to nature, and to each other. When we love a cow, we love more than her soft fur or gentle eyes. We love the calm she brings into our lives. We love the way she reminds us to slow down, to breathe, to live with kindness. Every cow tells a story of patience, of nurturing, of quiet strength. And when we become part of that story, our own hearts change. We learn to be gentler with ourselves, with others, and with the world around us. Cows teach us that love doesn't need words, that peace can be found in stillness, and that sometimes the greatest gift we can give is simply to be present. To every cow lover listening tonight, you carry a rare gift. You see beauty where others see ordinary. You feel connection where others see distance. And in your love for cows, you carry a piece of hope for the world. So let us continue to protect them, cherish them, and honor them. Because when we care for cows, we are not just caring for animals. We are caring for the soul of the earth itself. And maybe, just maybe, that is the true meaning of being a cow lover. It is to love deeply, to live gently, and to remember that in the eyes of a cow, we can always find home. Number 3,